What's up, MPX addicts? This is Jay Williams, your hashtag certified mark. And yes, I am wearing sunglasses at night, but that is because truly at MPX, it is time to shine. I am here with, as always, my co-host. Okay, let's try that again. I guess it's the... Okay, I guess we'll try again. What's up, MPX addicts? I am your hashtag certified mark, Jay Williams, and I am here with my co-host,
the voice of the MPX addicts, Kyle Smith. Thank you. See, now you don't look like a douche. I mean, do you want to hang out with Menage a Trois? I know you don't like them. That's something they would do.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Rethink your life choices. There you go. Well, those were a good pair. You could have given them to me.
Yeah. But either way, tonight, the first show after MPX's Purple Rain, one of the best shows of the year, we got to see just a whole new world of talent at MPX.
We saw so much talent coming in. Some guys we've never heard of before. Some guys we've seen once or twice, and they're, coming back to make a name for themselves. Yeah. And, I mean, as always, we still had Mr. Match of the Night here.
Of course.
We had Dave. We had Tommy. I mean, if you guys weren't here, you missed out on what was a great show.
Yep, we had all three members of the Impact players here, and surprisingly...
3 players, you had 3 Menage a Trois, too. All 3, they were here, too.
Yeah, it's like, surprisingly, we didn't see the Crypt, but Menage a Trois was here as well, and, things seem to be getting heated between these two teams once again.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and talk all about that later on MPX Mainline.
Oh, it's Saturday night. A break for the wicked on the weekend. Mama, can I get another amen? Oh, it's Saturday night. Swear to God, I ain't never gonna repent. Mama, can I get another amen? Oh, it's Saturday night.
And for the first match of the night, we got to see the Bear Fighter once again in true form, finally escaping the pack and taking on a newcomer to MPX, JJ Lavay.
Yeah. Not much is known about JJ Lavay. He's from Brooklyn, loves New York. We saw that.
Yeah, we did see that. What is it with guys named JJ coming to Texas and trying to take over?
Well, I guess it's just a thing, but he is no king of California. Hopefully we get JJ Blake soon,
And JJ Blake versus JJ Lavay.
That's too many JJs. I mean, it's going to be at the refs by James Johnson. It's a whole ordeal.
Oh, hey, spoilers.
Spoilers, that is right. But no, JJ did impress me. Lavay, this JJ we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, again, he's got a reinvigorated Dimitri.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Dimitri's going to be on a warpath. The pack was not here that we saw. But Dimitri's definitely probably trying to send the message.
And he sent that message hard. And well...
Oh, I know. I felt it.
Oh, geez. Watching it was painful for us. And, well, we can only see what kind of warpath he's going to go on. I'm pretty sure he's going to want revenge against the pack.
Yeah.
Later on, and I'm pretty sure Tyler Jett will be happy to be there with him.
I mean, that's the thing. We could see a new tag team. I mean, not new. They have a team before. They are friends.
Well, that's how they came in.
Exactly. But after they get through the pack, could they go for the tag titles? I mean, who knows?
That would be interesting. I mean, the Impact players, with this new version of the Impact players, new team up.
Tommy and Dave.
Of the tag team champions. It'd be an interesting match to see, if nothing else.
Yeah, would be good. I mean, Impact comes out on top, but you know how that goes.
Maybe. We'll see.
They do.
And then for the next match, we got back a team that I gotta say I am so happy to see back at MPX. We got to see the Buddy System.
Yeah, but
CJ Jones.
We haven't seen this Buddy System before. We had CJ Jones and we had Colin Delaney. I mean, I've always wanted to know what he's been doing since ECW. And apparently he's teamed with CJ.
No, that was Danny Burrows.
No, that was Colin Delaney.
No, that was...
You cannot fool me. Look at this right here. That is Colin Delaney.
But either way, they came out with their manager, Captain Beans Alfonso. First time we've seen them since they took on the greatest team alive.
I thought that puppet was dead.
No, the puppet seems to be okay.
We're a puppet-free MPX. We're a clown-free MPX. We're a full-free MPX. I mean, come on.
So, What you're just saying to me is you don't like fun.
None of those things are fun. Who thinks clowns are fun? Boo. Who thinks, puppets are fun? Seriously, puppets? No. No.
I apologize for the lack of fun of my co-host, but either way, they were taking on the Menage a Trois, who seems to be reinvigorated themselves. They are really wanting to get back on top after that defeat of...
They like it on top. You heard them say that. So, that's what they do. They're dominant. They take control. It doesn't matter if you want it or not. They're going to take it. You might as well just lay there and let them have it.
Do you think before you talk?
No, that's what they told me to say. That's what they said they like.
But either way, they are ready to go. They are ready to just...
Take it?
I guess
physically,
you could say
forcefully, hard, fast, rough.
They kept the ref distracted through most of the match, taking full advantage of the numbers game. Captain Bean's Alfonso could not save his team.
He was sitting in the crowd. He's useless. See, puppets are useless.
But either way, Menage a Trois did come out on top.
Menage a Trois, they got the pin on Colin Delaney. That's an old ECW vet they beat. That's kudos.
That wasn't Colin.
Yeah, it was definitely Colin Delaney. You can't tell me different.
Honestly, we talk about dream matches every once in a while on MPX Radio, but here's a match that is a dream match that I did not know I wanted to see.
Yeah.
We got to see Wesley Crane taking on the Solution, Dave Sagan. Hail Sagan.
And you're downplaying it. It's match of the night. You usually get all amped and say, hey, it's match of the night.
You know what?
We're going to talk about it.
It was close. It was a close second to the real match of the night, which we'll talk about later.
This was match of the night. We discussed this before we filmed. Well, this was match of the night.
Wait. We're talking about this being match of the night. We'll have to see about the next one.
This was. Wesley and Dave, they like each other, it seems like.
That was a rather interesting interaction, both taking a bite out of each other. And, well,
I believe there was a eat the bone chant. I don't know.
I heard the we accept you chant. And that
we accept you. I believe I heard boys like boys. The crowd was into this.
They're very into this, and rightfully so. The match itself was just unbelievable.
For people who are kind of hesitant on Dave Sagan, watch this match. He showed some athleticism that we have not seen out of Dave Sagan in A, quite some time, or B, never. He pulled out some moves that we've never really seen him pull out before.
True.
To be honest, I love Dave, one of the greatest wrestlers, technical I've seen. He pulled out some athleticism I didn't even know he had. This match was amazing.
Absolutely amazing, absolutely impressive. And I've got to say that he kept step with Wesley Crane. If you've watched Wesley Crane before, you know exactly how explosive, how high-flying and energetic he is. The fact that even Dave Sagan, could keep up with him shows just how good the Solution really is.
It is, and silly fan chants aside, these two men, the crowd was torn. We had a Wesley chant. We had a Dave chant.
I was torn.
I was torn too, because these are two men I both love. And it's two men that are both kind of on a nice little run here in MPX. They both got, some momentum going. And then it looks like Wes had the more momentum, I guess, because he's pulling it out.
Wesley Crane coming out with the win in the end. I was thinking it's no shame to Dave whatsoever in this. This was a hard-fought match. This could have gone either way.
And like we said, with Dave, he's in that running for possibly to become the second ever Grand Slam champion with this tag title run. His first tag title. It puts him in there and a handful of people that have held all three of those titles. He just needs the big one. This may be a little setback to get that because he did take the loss, but both men, Wesley and Dave, definitely pulled all stops out. And like I said, match of the night. I don't care what you say. It's match of the night.
Oh, no. Trust me, match of the night comes later. And it's...
it was so good. I'll give you that. It was not match of the night, though.
And then we had what I have to say is probably got to be the biggest advertised match we had on the card tonight. As great as all the other matches were, getting to see Mr. Entertainment, Tony Strong, come to MPX, and
you're kind of downplaying it. He was introduced to us as Mr. Entertainment by none other than our former king, our forever king, JJ James Johnson.
Oh, God. No. I don't know what Tony Strong is thinking. This has got to be the worst choice I've ever heard.
What?
I mean,
who better to learn from than a king?
He did learn from a king. As a matter of fact, he learned quite a bit. He learned to make sure you know exactly what you're saying and what your manager is saying. As the King of Fools came out,
that's no king,
and basically pointed out that JJ, talking about how T Strong is this, or nobody does this like T Strong.
No one does entertainment like T Strong. No one flies like T Strong. No one does strong as. What is it? Well, I mean, seriously.
Yeah, and then Byron Anthos came out and pointed out a very, big similarity here.
Yeah. He's very similar to my hero, Gaston. I mean, whose hero is not Gaston? Gaston is the true hero of Beauty and the Beast.
Of course, that explains.
I mean, if it wasn't
so
for the damn Beast, Belle would have a nice, lovely life as, Gaston's little maid. I mean, it would be wonderful. No. Who wants to live with the Beast? I mean, seriously. Gaston is the true hero. But seriously, rewatch Beauty and the Beast. Gaston is a true hero.
No. But either way, the match
and they have a best friend like LeFou? Come on.
Yeah, well, now he's got, Tony Strong has JJ, so I guess that all makes sense. But taking on Byron Anthos, Tony Strong, definitely did prove that he was strong.
Yeah.
The match itself was really impressive. No one
is as strong as Tony Strong.
You have to admit.
Flies as Tony Strong.
This almost could have gone to Byron.
No, it didn't.
But James Johnson
Byron doesn't win.
Getting in the way.
The sheriff proved last time that the fool doesn't win.
He won. He won in 30 seconds.
That doesn't count. That match didn't count. He was not ready. And did you see he tried to do it again this week? He is a cheap artist, sir. How do you support someone that cheap shot his opponents like that?
If a wrestler can't overcome something like that in the first 30 seconds, I think he's not as good as he thinks he is.
For shame. But anyways, Mr. Entertainment, part of James Johnson's new group. I mean, he's got this new entertainment thing going. He's got Mr. Entertainment, Tony Strong. I mean, listen, like we always said, Purple Rain has a new era. It always starts over.
Mm-hmm.
We had time to shine, and guess what? JJ and Tony Strong, they shined all right. It's amazing. I'm excited.
And it looks like we may be seeing more of Tony Strong later on because, while he was done with Byron Anthos, he wasn't done for the night.
Yeah, I wasn't excited about that, though. He needs to pull back on that one. I'll talk to JJ. I got connections. I'll talk to JJ.
And then we got, honestly, what I think is the real match of the night. The real high-flying, death-defying, just unbelievable match with Steve Payne, the Lion King, taking on the one, the only, the Tommy Becker.
See, it was a so good match. It really was. It was
a good match. It was larger than life.
You're hitting everything right, but it was 1B. 1A was still Wesley and Dave. But yes, nonetheless, this match was amazing.
Disagree with you. No, this was match of the night.
Yeah.
I mean, wait a minute.
Well, we'll explain why it's not match of the night. So
you sure?
No, yeah, we'll explain why Mr. Match of the Night didn't have this match of the night.
Okay,
so
I mean,
there's a reason. It was not his fault. It wasn't his fault. Yeah.
So, but either way, this match. Oh God, it's like Tommy can fly. I swear the man's got wings. That's what the hair hides.
Tommy got high.
He did.
Tommy got higher
super high.
Yeah.
I was like, he was so high, he was up in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Or
Colorado.
Or Colorado, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was an amazing match. These two men took it as far as they could. That ceiling was in danger numerous times.
Yeah.
And
this is what we were talking about when we saw Wesley Crane and Steve Payne. This is the Steve Payne I wanted. The one we got tonight. With Tommy Becker. He brought his lucha style to it, and Tommy hung with him. Something that, to be honest, I didn't know Tommy could do, and Tommy did, and Tommy did it very well. This match, I mean, Tommy's chest still very sore.
Oh, yeah,
my gosh. I still hear the echoes of the chops.
But he was able to pull it out in the end. Again, much like the Wesley Crane and Dave Sagan match, this could have gone either way. Steve Payne had everything he could have possibly needed to beat Tommy Becker, but it was... Honestly, it was
so good.
It was Tommy's night.
Yes.
So he brought out that win, and it was just. I still think this was match of the night.
It was very close. It's 1B.
Yeah, 1A. But 1B. Either way, Congrats, Tommy. That was amazing. And then we got, honestly, what could have and should have been the match of the night, as is Ryan Remington, Mr. Match of the Night, took on the King of Chill, CJ Ward, who, like I've said before, I think he was very, very lucky with that win last week. Yeah. He worked his way up to be able to take on somebody like Ryan Remington.
Well, I mean, possibly, and that's your opinion, but let's talk about before the match. Loverboy Larry Tatum Manning taking out Dave and Tommy backstage.
Yeah, right after the match, as a matter of fact,
Tommy
Steve and Tommy.
Just literally hit the back.
Yeah, it must have been surprising him. So, and it was, I don't know, like I said, the warfare between Menage a Trois and the Impact players seems to be heating up once again. And unfortunately, there's no Jamie to help the Impact players.
Well, and then that's the thing, though. Even though they weren't here tonight, we can't forget about the Crypt. The Crypt is here. We've got, Menage a Trois. We've got the Impact players. We've got faction warfare. And they're all intertwined and intertangled, which is what Menage a Trois likes. Let's not confuse things. And then you've got CJ coming out. But when he came out as always up. But we saw a different Ryan. We saw a very determined and angry Ryan.
I was going to say, it's like you would figure after the loss to Hardakis last week, you might see a broken Ryan Remington. But this is Ryan Remington we're talking about. Larger than life, so good, Mr. Match of the Night, one of the best graduates to come out of MPX ever.
And that's what we were all wondering. How is Ryan going to bounce back from this? Ryan, had a devastating loss, losing that title on one of the hardest fought matches he's ever had. Took the demon to his limit. No, not many wrestlers can say that. How was Ryan going to come back? And we saw how Ryan came back. Ryan came back with a vengeance. Ryan came back with anger, determination, focus. And I mean, I've got to believe, yes, that's deep inside him as a competitor. That's also got to be Jamie talking to him. Because they're going to be talking. Jamie may not be here. He's still conversing with Ryan and teaching him. You can still
feel his influence within the Impact players.
And I mean, like we said, this should have been Mr. Match of the Night. It should have been Match of the Night. Ryan was on his way to winning.
But earlier in the night, there had been a confrontation between the newcomer, Mr. Entertainment Tony Strong, and Mr. Match of the Night, Ryan Remington, in the locker room, where, Tony Strong is trying to throw his weight around. He thinks he's the new hot star and everything like that. And Ryan wasn't having it.
Well, he's not, and that's the thing, because like Ryan said, it is his locker room, But then again, it's Mr. Entertainment. Like, I'm torn. It's Mr. Entertainment, it's Mr. Match of the Night. It's Mr. Like, but Mr. just get along.
Tony and James Johnson did not take this very well as they came out towards what could have been the end of the match, Ryan's win in this match, and distracted Ryan, and then just laid him out.
Yeah. And like I said, I've got connections. I'll try to talk to JJ because this is not the way they need to go about things.
I don't know.
At MPX.
It's like after doing that, Tony Strong has definitely left his mark here on MPX. Yeah. But, well, it may backfire on him.
It may. We'll see. I got to talk to JJ because this isn't going to be good.
Card subject to change. Always. Those 3 words are so important when it comes to live entertainment and live wrestling like this, because we should have been getting a main event of Mr. Mayhem, Stephen Kirby, defending his Prospect Championship, his first defense against Dexter Hardaway and Marcus Rose. But unfortunately, I think Dexter was trying to keep Marcus out.
Oh, I think, Marcus Rose fingerprints, it dust him. There's something on the car. Of Dexter. You know what I'm trying to say. Dexter sabotaged his car.
Something like a beaver tail. I don't know. But Dexter Hardaway comes out to take on Stephen Kirby one-on-one and unveils his new gear.
It was the Texas flag. It was beautiful. Have you seen such a more beautiful sight? The Texas flag, the Bucky Beaver. Is there anything more beautiful?
Nope.
I'm pretty sure.
I can't. Nope.
Yeah, you see? Nothing more beautiful than seeing a Texas flag and a Bucky Beaver.
But either way, this match, it's like, you'd think you'd be sick of seeing Stephen Kirby versus Dexter Hardaway, but there's something about Stephen Kirby just beating the snot out of Dexter. Just, makes it
gives you the warm and fuzzies.
It does. It makes me feel happy. And, it's like this time Dexter wasn't able to get away with the belts.
No.
He swore that he was going to try and take both of them.
To be fair, he did at the beginning of the match.
Oh yeah, but that backfired on him.
If Travis could do his job and keep the titles away from the competitor, that wouldn't have happened. But no, Kirby had to waste some time trying to get the dang belts back.
Well, it worked out in Kirby's favor in the long run, as Dexter was obviously tired or something from having to lug around all that gold.
I don't think he's used to the new attire. I think that's what it was. The new attire, probably. It was riding up a little bit.
But either way, we got to see Kirby, bring out "This Is How I Roll," complete with the Kirby bomb, and just destroy Dexter one more time.
One down. It's 3 to go.
Oh yeah, we could see him take a third belt very soon.
Kirby 3 belts. All right.
Maybe. Thanks for watching, addicts. That was MPX Mainline for Time to Shine, and I think we are going to see a new time shining through at MPX as we are getting a whole new, almost batch of wrestlers here.
We are. We're getting, like we always said, Purple Rain is the be-all, end-all. It's the greatest show. After that, we get a whole new batch of core. I mean, this is, when we get new head of creative. This is when we get new wrestlers. If you were not here tonight, you missed out on a lot of action. They only announced 3 matches. Always proven that you always need to be here, because guess what? Tommy and Lord Steve Payne, wasn't advertised.
Dave versus Wesley Crane
was not advertised. I mean, you always got to be here.
And make sure you catch this Friday on MPX Network. Yes.
Yeah, that was it. It's MPX Network.
It's been a long night, an exciting night.
Here.
It is too.
So, but yes, always subscribe to the MPX Network, the greatest network there is out there for wrestling. $9.99, best subscription service you can get. Listen to us on MPX Radio, because I know you want to hear more of me, because I'm wonderful.
And make sure, of course, to get your tickets online. Get them now, because like we said last week, they turned people away at the door at Purple Rain. And even tonight, when it was supposed to be the lull after the exciting show,
we still had a packed house.
It was
huge
still
crowd. Loud. It was still rambunctious.
So get your tickets now on mpxwrestling.com. And just next week, we don't know what's going to happen.
No, we don't. And
it's just going to get bigger. It's just going to get better.
It is.
This is MPX.
And that's the thing. Get your season passes. Saves you money, and it saves your spot. Because you want to know how I always get the same seat? It's because I get the season pass, and I'm always on the list.
Same here.
Get your season passes.
If you get your ticket, you are moved to the top of the list. Just get it now, and make sure that you are not turned away. I mean, we heard stories of people in the crowd tonight who were turned away at the door last week.
Exactly.
So
you don't want to be one of those people. Those are what we call losers.
I don't know about losers, but definitely unlucky. But either way, check us out on MPX Radio. Check us out on MPX Mainline every week. And, of course, keep it kayfabe, wrestling fans.
See y'all next week.